Welcome everybody to another episode. In this video, we will be doing an intro to ISTP personality type. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. After watching this episode, you should be able to know if you are an ISTP personality type or not. You should also check out the Myers-Briggs test website where you can find out exactly what personality type you actually are. I would definitely recommend checking that website out and taking the test. Now let's get right into it, everybody. ISTPs are focused problem solvers. They tend to take risks and improvise when needed. They focus on realism and the facts and have the wonderful skill of being calm in an emergency situation. ISTPs often like to take on challenges head-on and solve them. They tend to be independent and they don't mind not following along with everyone else in life. If you are an ISTP, you may have felt the same desire to not go along with the rules of the system and create your own rule set instead. Create your own rules. So when confronted with a problematic situation, ISTPs will go directly into solving that situation. They will go straight to the solution if possible. And in doing so, they will often bypass any rules that do not make sense to them while solving the problem. Others may see ISTPs as simply not caring about the rules. But on the inside of an ISTP, they have already gone through the extensive analysis of what rules are truly unnecessary in their view and which ones make sense to follow. An ISTP's judgments on rules not to follow are extensive because of how objective they compute it in their minds. ISTPs tend to have goals which can be considered grounded in realism and are likely to have real-world results. They care about real results and disregard meaningless or unhelpful talk, especially if it is just to serve the purpose of socializing with other people. They don't tend to do that often, which is not a bad thing. ISTPs tend to have a curiosity in technology and what can be done with it. They tend to go and figure things out and will not rest until they have understood how something functions and how something works. ISTPs enjoy exploring the world through traveling and moving around the world, using problem-solving skills to change their situation, environment, objects in the world, and become masters of things, mastering certain things in the world. ISTPs will not have satisfaction in talking about theories or things not proven to work. ISTPs usually focus on school subjects in college, such as finance or medicine or any related subjects like that. And that's because they have very practical applications in the world, and ISTPs are all about practical application in the real world. They will not usually study in philosophy or literature because there's very little real-world application available in those subjects. Another thing that ISTPs have little patience with is conversations about subjective observation that are backed up with more subjective words that lead to no real fact-based conclusion. You get that? In other words, they believe that action should speak for itself. ISTPs have a mindset where they clearly focus on what works and what doesn't work. ISTPs are clear-headed compared to other personality types. ISTPs adapt to problems and make them work. ISTPs are definitely not dreamers. In the eyes of ISTPs, a failed project with a long description of why it should have worked out is treated the same as a project that just simply failed. The explanation of why it should have worked is just a waste of time. ISTPs are all about freedom and being independent from others in life. They also dislike imposing themselves on others for any reason, and they are simply okay with others doing as they please. They don't want to interfere. The freedom of an ISTP gives that type of personality a certain uninterested, self-sufficient charisma. This can also be seen as unfriendliness to others, or simply seeming uninterested in others. Now, ISTPs desire self-governance. When in leadership roles, they tend to empower others in the team with the resources they need to get the job done on their own. ISTPs have an easy time being hands-off with those they are leading, giving them the flexibility and the free choice to get their jobs done. ISTPs in leadership can be described as those who go with their supporters into the fire, leading by example and action instead of staying removed and speaking in big words or long speeches. ISTPs are all about logic and not about being sentimental. They really see clearly how the world works without illusory beliefs in the way. ISTPs tend to stay back and observe, which gives them the ability to see clearly the opportunities as they arise. When an ISTP sees an opportunity, they jump right into it, even though they may have looked very calm and quiet in the background. They sometimes are perceived as having two different personalities when they're actually just two facets of the ISTP. personality. This is where ISTPs are so valuable because they are able to jump into problem-solving situations and emergencies in a cool-headed state of mind. ISTPs are naturally focused on the end game and the real-life consequences. They are well equipped to handle criticisms and challenging situations, but at the same time, they are private and personal, which may appear to others as being negative because they just aren't interested in others. It is because of their clear-headed focus that on the facts that they appear aloof to others, not because of arrogance. ISTPs are excellent at detecting BS and fraud and are usually the first to call it out. They will be the last to be included in a project that has no clear meaning set out. Alright everyone, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. This is an awesome channel. I hope you learned a lot about ISTPs. Maybe you know if you are one now or not, but let me know in the comments below. Let me know in the comments if you think you are an ISTP or if you know you are an ISTP, and let me know if you learned anything new in this video. If you already are an ISTP, you learned something new, let me know. And I'll see you in the next video. Enjoy your nights.